Holy crap!
God damn it, you left the door open again.
You know, I knew there was something I forgot to do.
Welcome back to the Ad Touch Podcast. I'm Chris, that's Bill, and today we're watching The Naked Gun from the files of Police Squad from 1988.
And if you're wondering what the files from Police Squad means, it's the Police Squad, a, I guess, failed show from around this same time. And it's not a common thing, but, you know, every once in a while, a show comes along and fails and somehow spawns. Oh, gross! Oh, God, I got it on me. So, yeah, The Naked Gun, starring Leslie Nielsen and Priscilla Presley, and featuring the Juice.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, this movie based on a TV show, apparently, which I've never seen the TV show, but...
You know, I had the DVD, I've watched the episodes. Some fun stuff there. Some of the jokes they recycle into these movies.
Okay.
Because there's 3 Naked Gun movies.
Yeah.
I guess going on 4 now.
I guess
with
so.
With a remake sort of sequel thing with Liam Neeson as Frank Jr., whatever, I don't know.
Drebin.
Yeah, Frank Drebin Jr.?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's been no trailers. We just know it exists.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, The Naked Gun is such a famous movie. It's, you know, I'm like, I don't know if I've seen the sequels. I'm sure I've seen parts of them, but like...
Are you even sure of that, though? Because Leslie Nielsen made a bunch of movies that are just knockoffs of this.
That is very true. But I hear a good chunk of those are not even, like, available, like, outside of, like, actually owning them on physical media.
Some used to be able to see them on TV back in the day. I've seen a couple of them on TV.
Yeah.
The weird one where he goes to space for some reason, and the other one.
That's right.
It's just not The Naked Gun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Leslie Nielsen, you know, pretty famous actor. He kind of started doing, like, comedy movies, I guess, like in the 90s.
No, it all started with Airplane.
Okay.
With the Zucker brothers, who also made this. They basically remade an old movie and just made it a comedy. And they cast Leslie Nielsen, who was a serious actor, because it would just be the easiest way to have this like humor played completely straight, but be very silly.
Yeah, it's funny.
And he got like a second career out of just being in comedies, whether they were made by the Zucker brothers or hell, he was in Scary Movie 3 and Superhero Movie, for God's sake.
He was, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, you know, I haven't seen too many of his movies, honestly. Like, I'm just like, yeah, he's in Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Yes.
Apparently.
Mel Brooks movie. He plays Dracula. He's somehow the villain of Surf Ninjas.
Is he really?
Yes.
Wow. I'm pretty sure I've seen Surf Ninjas, but I don't remember Surf Ninjas.
I saw it in theaters as a small child, remembered nothing, and saw it years later as like, I don't know, a 20-something, and I was like, this movie's weird.
Yeah. It's like those 3 ninja movies where like all I remember is the one like video cassette cover with Hulk Hogan on it.
How do you remember 3 Ninjas 4?
I don't know, because Hulk Hogan's on the cover.
Whatever.
But anyway, yeah, The Naked Gun. It is a ridiculous movie. I mean, I kind of love how silly it is because they just don't go like this silly anymore. And it's weird because like it's silly in a way that like just feels silly but not like embarrassing, if that makes any sense.
The absurdity of some of the jokes I love because you just never know what they're going to do.
Yeah. One of the most absurd ones, I think, is just where he's just like, I practice safe sex, and she's like, so do I. And then they're just in full, like, body wraps. And it's just like, what the heck?
Yeah, that's like, it's on the more absurd side. One of my favorites is like the more simple, and it might be regurgitated from the show. I don't remember. Is just him with the bribery and the guy in the ports, and they just keep passing back $20 bills.
That is great.
Like I love that. That's hilarious.
It's even better when the guy says like, "Can you spot me a 20?" and then like he just gives him the 20 back.
Yes, that part's great. I love that.
Yeah, it is such an absurd movie.
I think the first big laugh in this rewatch I got was right in the beginning with the Norbert, trying to kick his way into the boat full of the bad guys, and they all take out their guns, and he's like, "Freeze, police!" And they're all just aiming their guns. But then there's just the one guy that drops his gun, and they all just like look at him, and he gets embarrassed.
Even before that, just like the complete like failure of kicking the door open.
Yeah.
Which is almost kind of like realistic, where it's just like gets stuck.
You could do that in a more grounded comedy, and it would still work.
Yeah. It's such a absurd movie. It's kind of like a detective noir in a weird way.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, they got the narration. It's very, very stoic, very serious. They got the part where he's just wandering the streets, and then one of my favorite jokes is like, where the hell am I?
Oh, yeah. It's just like in the middle of the jungle all of a sudden.
It's just lost in the woods.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's just absurd in the best way, you know?
It's pretty standard old detective tropes. You know, you got the femme fatale and the bad guy up does nefarious things, played by...
Yeah. Which is pretty good. It's funny, as I was watching the movie, I'm like, man, that guy seems really familiar. And then I had to look him up, and I was like, oh, yeah, of course.
Also, what was that show? Fantasy Island that he did?
Oh, really? I've never seen that show.
Me neither.
I've only seen it referenced on The Simpsons.
Yeah, it's also one of those things I've only seen referenced, but I'm pretty sure that was him.
Yeah. And I've seen a lot of the Naked Gun referenced on Family Guy. Like, a lot.
Yeah, just like wholesale.
Like, Seth MacFarlane obviously is a big fan of this movie. And who wouldn't be?
I mean, yeah, especially if you're into comedy.
Yeah.
At the very least, you'd like the first one. And I mean, I love that intro. It's just kind of fun. They do it in all three movies. It gets... The stuff that the cop car is doing gets more and more absurd. And by the time the third one comes along, there's just the Death Star trench run at one point.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I've seen the clip of that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, you know, Leslie Nielsen is pretty good. Like, you know, some of his delivery of some of the lines is just like so dry though, but like it just makes it even funnier.
That was the whole point.
Like the one where like they're in the hospital and it's just like,
as soon as Nordberg is better, he's welcome back at Police Squad.
Unless he's a drooling vegetable. But I think that's only common sense.
that's so good. And like that's right at the beginning of the movie. Just him just like willing to like, you know, fall on the bed and do all like the physical comedy too.
Yeah, like in that same scene when he's like completely misunderstanding what Nordberg is saying, and he's like saying cocaine. It's like, I give me a couple of days on that.
It's just like, I love you. And he's just like, I love you too. Like, you know, and just other movies have ripped off like a lot from this movie, and I guess it's maybe homage, but you know, Austin Powers with like, you know, the peeing scene. That's kind of straight out from this movie, except like it's better in this movie because like it's during a court hearing. He's just like, he just keeps going.
It's a press conference, not a court hearing. Los Angeles is getting ready for
the Queen
to show up. Big state visit.
Yeah, I do like the one line he says about the Queen, where he's just like, and even though as Americans we think having a queen is really stupid, you know, we'll give her the utmost respect or whatever he says.
Yeah,
it's weird. The Queen of England, which, you know.
It's like, not the only world leader we see in this movie. There's the opening scene where he beats up all the bad guys of the 80s.
Yeah, I guess so, you know.
I love with the Gorbachev and the mark, and he erases it. He's like, I knew it!
It's kind of weird, like the evil council.
The council of evil, whatever was going on there.
It's so absurd. Like, it's weird too, because like, you know, when you see like the title of this movie, like The Naked Gun, you think like he's like a spy. But it's like, no, he's just like a police detective.
Yeah. One of the not Naked Gun movies he did, he is a spy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't remember. What was it called? Spy Hard? I'm not sure.
That sounds right to me.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's at least like 4 weird not Naked Gun movies, I think.
I can think of 2 off the top of my head, but he's also done a whole bunch of other spoof movies. I think he did an Exorcist spoof.
Oh, yeah. Man, it just was in everything for a while.
He had a second career because of Airplane.
I should watch Airplane. I've never seen it before.
It's pretty good. Yeah. I enjoyed it. There was some great humor. I love it's earlier in the movie before all like the chaos starts, but the co-pilot it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and like the joke is that it is him, but he's like, no, I'm not him. Stop thinking it's me. And until a kid disses his playing, he's like, hey!
It's pretty good. I guess that was like a trend with this movie and that movie with like a famous athlete is in the movie. But
same people. I saw another movie that the Zucker brothers made that was pretty good. Didn't have Leslie Nielsen in it, but it was starred Val Kilmer. That Top Secret.
oh yeah,
That one was pretty good too.
yeah,
A lot of good visual gags in that too.
yeah. It's funny. Like they just don't make like comedy movies like this anymore.
Unfortunately, movies like the scary movies and their knockoffs, they kind of killed the spoof movie.
Yeah, and it's hard to describe like my feelings with like kind of like modern comedy things because like
There's not a lot.
there's not a lot, and like I don't know, like something about this like just feels better where I watch something like more modern and I just like feel like embarrassed watching it. Like I don't know, maybe it's like the like newer style that kind of like are just like too exaggerated and it just reminds me of like a Disney Channel show or a Nickelodeon show or something.
People are the thing that works with Leslie Nielsen in this is that he plays the role so straight.
Yeah.
And he is so silly though.
But like even the like other characters
Yeah.
are like, they're doing absurd things like the thing, with the exchanging the money for the bribe and stuff like the guy playing the other guy is not like over the top or anything.
No one is chewing the scenery.
Yeah.
There's no scenery chewing. Well, that has its place. There's fun with that sometimes. But yeah, no one's like overdoing it when they don't need to. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. It just seems better. It's like it kind of like leads you into like thinking like, oh, you're watching like, I don't know, like a different type of movie, but then like the absurdity hits and it just makes it even better because it's just like, what is happening? Like, yeah, it's such a good movie, like iconic movie.
The basic plot is bad guys want to kill the Queen of England. He's got to stop it. They get the big third act at the baseball game.
Yeah.
The then California Angels. Now they're the Anaheim Angels now.
Oh, wow, okay.
Or the Angels out of Anaheim. Or so whatever the hell it is. I don't know. But
baseball's for old people.
I wouldn't have known no matter what age.
Yeah.
First he dresses up as that opera singer.
Oh, yeah.
And then he dresses up as the umpire and then gets way too into it.
Yeah. I do love when, like, he, like, stops the assassination and, like, the crowd is just like, hey, it's the opera singer guy. Like, it's pretty good. Also, like, it's pretty gross that, like, there's that one henchman that gets turned into hot dogs. The one guy finds his finger in the hot dog with like the ring on it and everything. And it's just like, whoa, holy crap.
That was a dark joke.
Yeah. Seriously. Yeah, it's kind of weird too that it's just like he's going to kill the Queen of England because reasons.
Someone hired him to do it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
It's all about money for Ricardo Montalban's character, you know?
That's true. I mean, he has this like weird collector room that like just everything gets broken in. Like even at the beginning, like he's just like, check out this unbreakable pen and like just playing with it.
It can't get wet. Oh no, it's in the fish tank.
Just ends up stabbing the like rare $20,000 fish with it. Just hilarious too, because like the scene is just like so like crazy with the fish tank, and then like at the end, like he goes to shake his hand, he shakes it with like his like drenched hand and gets water all over the desk. The guy's just like, what? Like,
yeah, that's great.
I also love the scene where like, it's like somebody like snuck into like his apartment and he's doing all the elaborate like flips and like cartwheels and like
a lot of cowboy switches going on there.
Yeah. Then like finally just like I think he just gets hit in the face with like a door or something after like all this like impressive movement or something.
And it's just Priscilla Presley.
Yeah. Which is pretty good. I really like it. I don't know what else to say about The Naked Gun. It's really good. You should watch it. They don't make movies like this anymore.
They really don't. And the ones that, the people that try to are bad at it.
Yeah, or either like a movie like this does get made and nobody knows about it because it's just like on some obscure streaming service never to be seen.
Or it got released in theaters with like a $5 marketing budget. And they were like, I don't understand. We didn't tell anybody about this movie. Why didn't they go see it?
Yeah. It's not based on an IP, and I guess they're gonna do a remake of The Naked Gun.
Or sequel?
Yeah.
I'm very confused. I just know it has We don't know anything about it. There's
No.
been no images that I've seen. I just know it's got Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, which, that's interesting, like both are pretty good.
In terms of having a character that will play the role super seriously and be believable at it, Liam Neeson might be the best choice.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen Liam Neeson do comedy, though.
He generally doesn't. He's been in 2 comedies. He was the bad guy in that Seth MacFarlane Cowboy movie. But here's the thing. He's not a comedic character in any way. He was been a different movie. It was weird.
Okay.
And he has like a cameo in one of the Ted movies. And again, he is acting completely seriously because he's trying to buy a box of tricks. And he's like, I won't be followed if I buy this, even though I know it's for children. And then he shows up in like a post-credit scene having had the shit kicked out of him. And he returns the tricks.
Oh, man.
So I'm like, okay. If they could figure it out, it could potentially work.
Okay. Yeah.
The potential is there. I don't know if it'll work, though.
Yeah. Just, I don't know. It just seems kind of weird to like remake this and just remake a comedy movie too. It's just like, I can't think of any, too many remakes of comedy movies, but like, I guess the producers.
Sort of.
Yeah.
But it was like adapted into a musical, and then the musical was adapted into a movie, which is the same thing that happened with Mean Girls.
Okay.
And the only other thing I can kind of think of was that movie that Mel Brooks remade called To Be or Not to Be, but even that was more of a dramedy than a full-on comedy.
Yeah. So it's just kind of weird. It's just kind of like Hollywood's out of ideas.
I mean, if they're circling back to Naked Gun, yeah, they're definitely out of ideas.
Yeah. But the original is great. You should watch the original. It's a lot of fun, even in 2025.
The sequels have their moments too. They're the source of a lot of internet gifs. This one's got the nothing to see here.
Oh, yeah?
That great scene with the driving instructor. That part's great.
Oh, yeah.
But I forget which one it is. It's 2 or 3. It's got you ever see the clip of like 1,000 people doing a face palm at the same time?
Oh, yeah,
That's
of course.
that's one of the sequels.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's 2 or 3. I can't remember.
Yeah. It's like, how can you remake it? If like they're just
If they're not if it's technically not a remake.
Yeah, it's just so good.
It's just they're just doing another one, and it's his son. Which, granted, they tried that with the Pink Panther, and they remade the Pink Panther, and it didn't really work.
Oh yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've tried to keep that franchise alive without Peter Sellers, and it's never worked.
You know what's weird? Like the Pink Panther, just off on a tangent. I just knew that Pink Panther, like cartoon character from like freaking like Installation, like for years. It's just like on the installation that you buy at like Home Depot, I remember.
And it's on Sweet and Low.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
At least it used to be.
Yeah. It's so weird, but yeah, it's like fiberglass installation that I guess was pink, and they're like, hey, Pink Panther.
I don't know. Gotta do something with that character.
Yeah. I remember my dad telling me not to touch it because it would make your hands itchy.
Yeah.
You have to wear gloves.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But anyway, go watch The Naked Gun. It's really good.
Please disperse. Nothing to see here.
And where the hell was I?